And then you got a nice collection of amps here. Obviously, you're a guitar player primarily, right?
Yeah,
And
guitar
then,
first. Yeah, so my go-tos, just over the years of making records and being on the road, I love a Fender Bassman for a jangly, clean sound. The Tweed Bassman. You know, a deluxe, like that's just, you know, the kids love the clean Fender these days. So, and I also like with the deluxe and also the Champ, I love a small amp, but just putting a bunch of pedals in front of it and like that being the lead guitar sound.
Yeah.
You know, kind of growing up watching, you know, all the 80s hair bands, you think the stack of Marshalls is like the solo tone.
Right.
But it's not. They got a Fender Champ hiding behind that wall, and that's
Diamond.
that's where everything's coming from. So I love that stuff. I love the JC120. So the way those amps work is that one speaker is just totally flat and clean, and the other one modulates.
Oh, interesting.
So you have to put a microphone on both of them to get that chorus effect.
Yeah.
And when I had that on the road, no sound guy that ever worked for us would ever put two microphones on it. I'm like, no, you don't. So what I did, the way I worked around that was I would only have the mic, the affected speaker, and then I would blend it with my Tweed Bassman or like my AC30.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I kind of was like, sound guy, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my chorus tone. But that's also something that Valentine turned me on to was playing around with that. Like, oh, you want a JC120? Don't just use the JC120.
Yeah.
Mic the up speaker and then blend it with whatever. And then in the ISO booth here, just the AC30 that's been on the road with me for forever. And another thing that I really geeked out on and loved figuring out for my workflow was how to wire everything. Now I didn't wire it, Skinny Fish did all that, but there's actually a line from the control room. It's just a 1/4-inch female jack. You can just plug your guitar in and it feeds the ISO booth.
Yep.
Which, I mean, game changer.
So it's not snaked around.
Totally. And I mean,
tripped on.
I mean, bedroom studios and every studio that I've ever had in my homes for the last 20-some years, cables everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate it. I'm a bit of a stickler about it.
I am too.